This show is sponsored by Battle Games magazine, the spirit of wargaming. Check them out at www.battlegames.co.uk. Hello and welcome to the Meeples and Miniatures Miniature Review Show with me, Neil Shuck. On a previous show I looked at the Russian heavy weapons box set from the Plastic Soldier Company. In this show I'm looking at one of the box sets that came out at the same time as this, very much a partner set to that box set itself. This is the 172nd Russian anti-tank gun. So this pack gives you the opportunity to build one of three different types of guns. You've actually got 4 guns and crew that this comes with, but you can build either the 45mm M1937 pattern anti-tank gun, the 45mm 1942 pattern anti-tank gun, or the 76mm 1943 infantry gun. Now, in the box you get 4 gun sprues, so each of the gun sprues cast in kind of this greenish brown plastic. You get everything you need here to build a single gun. So you've got 3 different barrels, obviously the wheels, the gun shield and the chassis, and also the 2 train legs all kind of moulding together to make up the weapon. And then you have several shells, both full shells and also some spent shells, and a couple of ammo boxes, and they're available on the sprue, so you can effectively build a small diorama on the base when you put the gun together. So as you can see, the detail, whilst not excessive, is pretty good. The one thing I did notice with this particular pack was that it didn't come with any instructions. And so when it came down to assembling the gun, it really was a case of working out how the whole thing went together. Luckily, it's really straightforward. I mean, if you look closely at how everything looks, you can see that the guns have a sloping square piece that can easily slot into that housing on the back of the gun shield. You've got the chassis with 3 holes, one in which sits the gun itself, the other 2 where the pegs on the legs fit, and obviously pegs either side for the 2 wheels. As well as the 4 gun sprues, you also get 2 crew sprues. Now these come with a selection of kneeling crew, again multi-posed, separate arms, separate heads, several bits of loose weapons as well, but effectively these make up 4 different crews, so you get 2 of these sprues as well as the 4 gun sprues. So 16 figures in all, 4 guns. Again, just the other side, this gives you some example of how these all fit together. You'll notice none of these figures have bases. So the whole thing is designed that you build the gun, you put the crew, and you base it all on a separate base. Okay, again, that's not supplied with the pack. The bases are separate. You have to buy them separately. The figures are pretty well cast. Very little evidence of mould lines. The heads and the arms fit pretty well and fit easily together. Again, standard plastic glue, not a problem at all. Now, I made this as a 76mm infantry gun. And just some examples of what you can do. This is just putting 3 crew members together along with a gun. Everything fits pretty well together, especially once you get the shell cases and what have you involved with this, and put a lick of paint on, and it is amazing what the guns look like. As you can see from, again, go back to the front cover, these really do look like some fantastic models. Very, very impressed with this kit. So, 4 guns, 16 figures, 1/72 scale, and all in all, they're priced at £12.50, which again I think is a bargain. Obviously, as I said, there's a slight downside in the fact that these things don't seem to come with any instructions, but having said that, they're really easy to put together. So, cheap, easily assembled, and when painted up, look really good. As with most plastic kits, especially something like an anti-tank gun, fairly fragile, so I would recommend that you, as soon as you assemble them, you base them as quickly as possible. Don't drop it. It will break. But another excellent complement to the Plastic Soldier Company's range of 20mm figures. As I previously mentioned, this now has a fairly comprehensive set of 1/72 scale. You've got a box of standard troops, you've got a box of heavy weapons, you've got a box of T-34s, and you now have a box of anti-tank gun. So already you have a nice selection of troops, armour and other weapons to put together a Russian army. To order them, simply go to the Plastic Soldier Company's website, which is theplasticsoldiercompany.co.uk, or the owner Will Townsend is at an awful lot of shows in the UK this year. 1/72 scale is a popular scale for World War II. It's not probably the most popular scale at the moment, simply due to the prevalence of Flames of War, which is primarily aimed at 15mm. However, there are a 15mm version of this set planned to come out. So, if you're unsure and you want to wait, it's effectively exactly the same kit, just scaled down to 15mm. But certainly I've had a lot of fun in the past playing 20mm. It's a great size for both skirmish play at squad or platoon level, as well as company level and bigger games, especially if you're using sets like, rapid fire or what have you. So, an excellent model set, easy to put together, lots of little extra bits and pieces to make a nice dioramic base for each model that you produce. Well worth checking out.